Margarita Ruiz de Lihory was the Marquise of Villasante. She lived surrounded by pets which she cared for, but which she then dissected with all coldness. She used to keep several parts in formalin, including the heart, the tongue, or the skin, and even some complete heads. In 1954, her son Luis denounced her for her alleged involvement in the death of his sister Margot. The suspicions had to do with some scissors and tweezers that had appeared next to Margot's bed, and which did not belong to any doctor. They were those used by the Marquise for dissecting animals. When Margot died, her mother did not let any of her children into the room. They only got to see the coffin on the way to the cemetery. But at the end of the burial, Luis entered the room and found the objects, as well as a knife and a meat cutting board. Since he knew his mother's strange hobbies and the burial had been full of secrecy, he suspected that the Marquise had mutilated his sister, although he did not know for what purpose. The police searched her house and found inside a jar a right hand, severed at the wrist, surrounded by clear liquid. The judge ordered Margot's body to be removed. The first thing they discovered was that her right hand was missing. After forensic examination, they found that a piece of her tongue and her eyes were also missing. They re-examined the remains of animal viscera that the Marquise had in her house and were able to verify that Margot's missing remains were also there. In addition to her apartment in Madrid, the Marquise spent long periods of time at her home in Albacete, also in Spain. Information began to circulate that in her basement there was a secret laboratory where strange experiments were carried out. There worked some men with a nondescript appearance, dressed in black, who were soon linked to escaped Nazi scientists. However, when Margot died, they searched for the basement and never found it. The Marquise and her partner were confined for 10 years in a mental institution, but she never confessed the motives that led her to mutilate her daughter. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life horror videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.